Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview, Monday, October 12th, 2015. Today's is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. Traders, great to be with you live from Pattaya, Thailand. Overcast skies, but looks like the sun's going to come out and give us a nice trading day outside and inside. Traders, we're going to take a look at some charts today, talk about a little bit of news and some fundamentals, and we have some charts and trade plans. So let's get started. Alright, hope you all had a great weekend. Time to get back to work. Traders, my name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the market opening preview series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I will tell you that I do this video during the Asia session. So you got all day to ponder what I put up there, and hopefully my trade plan matches your trade plan. Traders, I started trading in the year of 2006 and 2008. I retired from a wonderful career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. Traders, 9 days later, came to Thailand for a 3-month holiday to celebrate my career, and well, it's 8 years later, and I am still here. Love trading in Asia, love living in Asia, having a great time. Life's good. I start my day early, I end my day late, and I trade Forex. So, how do I do that? I look at technicals and fundamentals. Fortunately or unfortunately, you have to do both in the sentiment of the market today. If you would have asked me that 4 years ago, I would have said you're nuts. All I am is a technical trader. You have to know news is there. However, we'll get to that in just a moment. So I look at technicals very importantly, and that's price action. Price action rules. Because why? Price action is current. That's going on. That's what's going on right now. Remember, 99% of our indicators are lagging indicators, which is giving you data from the past. So I look at candlestick pattern, support, resistance. I use my Fibonacci tool quite a bit, and I trade price action and always looking at higher time frames. So that's just a little bit about me and my trading, and you'll learn a little bit more as we go through the charts. All right, let's get the legal stuff out of the way. This is our risk disclaimer. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex market. Most importantly, traders, though, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Traders, always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, that's the legal stuff. Let's talk about some news and commentary. Let's see how the markets closed on Friday. Looks like we had a green day in the U.S. markets. The Dow 30 is up 0.20%. The S&P 500 is up barely at 0.07%. The NZDUSD is up 0.41%. And small cap 2000 is up 0.06%. So as they are in the green, they're not in the green by a lot. I have to tell you. Let's head over to the Eurozone, where the DAX closed 1.04%. The FTSE 100 closed 0.65%, and the CAC 40 out of Paris closed at 0.54%, and the EUROSTOXX 50 closed at 0.79%. So quite a nice day there. Let's take a look at what's going on in Asia. Remember, some of these are currently open, some of them are not. The Nikkei 225 closed at 1.64%. The S&P ASX 200, which is open, is currently negative 0.77%. The Shanghai closed on Friday barely in the red at 0.01%. And the Hang Seng out of Hong Kong closed on Friday in the green at 0.46%. And the Kospi, which is currently trading, is in the red at 0.02%. All right, so that's what's going on with our indices. Let's talk about some news data. Well, good news or bad news? There is none today. We have no data coming out today, so it is pretty much an all-technical day. There's no high-impact data. There's like 1 or 2 medium impact. It's a very slow news day, which can be a good thing or it can be a bad thing. So you just got to watch your trades and just realize that news is very light today. And just watch your trades and make sure you put intelligent stops on your trades. I think we got a great trading week ahead. I think some pairs are really at some limits. They're extended, they're stretched out, and some pairs I think we might see like a change of trend, such as the Aussie dollar. Sort of waiting to see how the Aussie dollar is going to react in the next 2 to 3 days. So we'll keep a really good eye on that. All right, that's enough about commentary. There's not much to talk about. No big news over the weekend. Nobody got on a microphone or said anything that I know of. And if they did, it shouldn't show up in the charts. So let's get started. This is the euro dollar. Now, these are 30-minute time frames. So remember that each candle is 30 minutes in duration. This euro is, if you could look at this is pretty much in a really nasty range. And all I did was I put a range in here. You can see I put a resistance line and a support line. And I'd like to see this come back up to resistance and then just fall like a rock. You can take, I'm looking to take profit at the 1320 area. However, if it breaks through that, which it might, there is some price action left of the chart at that area, at that 1320 area. However, I think it can go through it. And by that time, you're going to be way in profit. And you're going to be break even, so it's a free trade. But I'd really like to get down to that S1 pivot there at 1280, which would really be a nice area to take profit. Also, the 200 exponential moving average. So I'm still bearish in the euro dollar. I've not changed my bias as far as what this is. If you look at a daily chart, which I did before I did this presentation, this is still in a bearish mode. This is not taking out significant highs or lows. So we're looking to sell this pair, okay? We are looking to sell. All right, let's head over to the pound dollar. The pound dollar's been bearish lately. Continues to be bearish on the daily chart and this 30-minute chart. However, we're sideways because we're in the inactive zone of Asia and on a Monday, but no gap, and we're below the daily pivot point and also our resistance line from the EA that's on the chart. So we're at a great spot to sell this, but with no data coming out, I'm not eager to jump into this probably until about 2 hours before the London Open. So we're currently at 53.23, and that's where I'd like to sell this. I'd like to see this stay sideways until about 2 hours before the London Open. I'm going to grab this short. So I want to short this pair. I'm really still dollar bullish. So I still remain dollar bullish on this pair. We want to take profit at 52.87. So this can be a nice 40-50 pip trade here. So there's some good pips here. We just need the dollar to stay strong and bring us back down. As you can see, on Friday, it reacted very well, and it was really nice. Good trade to the downside. New York pulled it back up, and now we're in the inactive zone of Asia. All right. This is the Aussie dollar. All right, the Aussie, this is bullish, folks. I've basically, now, if you look at a daily chart, it's right at a pretty significant level here. And if this pops this, I'm 100% sure that we're going to change a trend, but I think we're going to change a trend. I think the Aussie is bullish, and we are at a nice area here, a bounce off the daily pivot point. However, I'm not entering this here at this time. I'd really like to see this get down to the 50% Fibonacci level that you can see that's on the chart, and that's at 72.93. And, we'd like to take this down to 7,100, to be honest with you. And that's below that S2. So, like, maybe 70... Yeah, the daily S2 looks like a pretty good thing. And the 200, you can see that green line is the 200 exponential moving average. So that would be a good place to take some profits if it continues to drop. But I'm bullish on this. So I've given you both sides of the spectrum here. So I want to take this up at resistance, right? I want to sell it basically where it's headed, and that's at that 73.37. I want to sell it and take profit at 72.93. I see the daily pivot point. It's reacting off it again. So we're going to get a bounce here. So this trade can really go in either directions. This was a pretty big move up, over 100 pips here. So we might see people coming into the market on a Monday and just taking their profits and getting out of this and start their week off fresh. So it's going to be an interesting pair to watch today, but my bias is to the upside. Here's Euro Aussie. This is bearish. We're at a great spot right now. We're coming up to the R1 and also the resistance line from the EA on the chart. And we're at 1.5563. We just want to take this down 1.5465, which is a 99 pip trade. We are going to get some problems at the daily pivot point, the pink line on the chart. You can see it says deep pivot. That's our daily pivot. And if you look left of the chart, there's a lot of price action there. So we're probably going to get a bounce there, but we should be break even and plus some pips there. So it'll be a free trade. So if it does whack us, that'll be all right. But, you know, it's tested it a lot, that price area. So, you know, this time coming down, I'm hoping it just goes right through it and continues down to our take profit area, again at 54.65. All right, let's take a look at the Euro Yen. I'm currently in a position on this Euro Yen. I'm in a short position on this, and I'm trading off a 4-hour chart. So I'm in very little profit on this trade, like 10 pips at the moment when I checked when the market's open today. And you know, I just want to sell this. So we're gonna see how this works. You know, it's quite a big move to the upside. Now we're sideways. I put this trend line in there. The trend line is really not important. I mean, it's important. It needs to get through it, but as far as part of the trade plan, it's really not part of my trade plan. I just put it in there to show you that we are at resistance, and you know, this is a legitimate trend line. So at 136.56, I'd like to short this, and of course take down on 135.49, which would be a beautiful trade. I am not worried about the daily pivot point that I have marked with the star, as there's very little price action left of the chart with this pair at that price, and I think it's going to go right through there. And if it heads to the downside aggressively, we have a good shot of hitting our area at 135.49. So that's where I'm looking to take profit. So this is a really nice trade here. So you know, it's like a 75 pip, 80 pip trade. So that's what we're looking for, and we'll see how she goes. But yeah, I am currently in a live position on this one. I just gotta mention this. It drives me crazy. The broker that I have, they turn their servers off on the weekends, and I understand you have to have service done on your platform, but like I've sent them emails and stuff like, you guys can't be turning your servers off every single weekend. Like, you know, even if you did it every other weekend would be better than something, because I like to go over my charts and my trades from the previous week, and I can't do it because I can't access my charts that I trade off of, and it really it's driving me crazy now, because it puts me in a bad situation when I'm coming into a Monday, and I'm in Thailand, so I'm 12 hours ahead of Eastern Standard Time, so it's pretty difficult to deal with sometimes. It really does frustrate me that they don't put their charts live over the weekend. So we're going to see if we get that changed. I keep sending them emails. They don't answer me. Great broker, but that's probably the biggest complaint I have is they turn their servers off on the weekend. All right, here's another trade. New Zealand dollar. Nice. If you take a look at this, we have, you see that spike on that candle there. Well, if you take a look at the candle before it, that's a decision candle, indecision, decision. So that was an evening star, and price reacted to it on this 30-minute chart, which is pretty cool. And now we're below this daily pivot point, which is great because that's support. And so what we're looking for is we're looking for this to continue to the downside. Now, this is another pair that I am live in the market with. So I have a dollar exposure and I have a yen exposure. And again, I'm trading this off a 4-hour chart. And again, we're just in a little bit of profit. And, you know, when I just checked on my cell phone just to see if I was still in these trades and if I was still surviving them. So we're still in profit in these, and we're just going to wait and see. But I'd like to see this really take a nice dip to the downside, and we could take some nice profits out of this. But I expect to be in this trade another 2 or 3 days. So I'm in no hurry to get out of the trade. I'm looking to, on this New Zealand dollar, I'm looking to take like a 200 pip profit on this. So this is a long term. And that's different for me because I've been an intraday trader my whole time trading, and I started in 2006. So this is new territory for me, trading 4-hour charts. But I have confidence in my trading, and that's what it's all about, gaining confidence in your trading, right? So that wraps up our 6 currency pairs traders, and I wish you a great Monday, and grab some pips and have fun. I know it's work, but have fun. Always remember to trade smart and not hard. And traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilden, our great friends at FXCL Excellence in Trading, want to thank you for joining me on this Monday, and please come visit our site at fxclearing.com. Traders, have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Take care now. Bye-bye.